Playing in key is one of those phrases you've probably heard thrown around by musicians, like stay on beat or don't touch my pedals. And at first, it sounds like some boring school rule thing, like eating your vegetables or doing your taxes. But in reality, playing in key is closer to sorcery than homework. It's the invisible thread that makes music sound like music instead of a cat walking across a keyboard. Once you get it, you unlock the ability to sound right in almost any situation. And once you master it, you can make wrong notes sound like you meant it all along. Let's start at the ground level. What's a key, anyway? Think of it as a little musical universe. Inside it, there's a set of notes that all agree with each other. They live together without fighting. At the center of this universe is the tonic, the home note. No matter where you go, you can always come back to it, and it'll feel like walking through your own front door. When you don't know the key, you're basically guessing which notes might work. Sometimes you'll hit something nice, other times it's chaos. But when you do know the key, suddenly you're not guessing, you're speaking the same language as the music around you. Here's the twist. Great players don't just stay locked inside the key like a musical prison cell. They use it as a home base, then break out on purpose. Playing in key is like knowing the rules of grammar. It lets you write poetry, but also break grammar when it makes the sentence hit. Imagine you're improvising over a blues in A. You stick to the A minor pentatonic scale, and everything sounds cool. But then you slip in a note that technically doesn't belong, and suddenly there's tension. The audience leans in, and just when it starts to feel uncomfortable, you resolve it back into the key. That push and pull, that's the dark art. So, how do you get there? Step 1. Learn the map. For most Western music, the major scale is your blueprint. If you can play that scale starting from any note, you can instantly figure out the key and where to go. Guitarists have patterns, pianists have shapes. It's all the same system wearing different clothes. Step 2. Train your ear. This is the part theory books can't do for you. You have to hear the difference between stable and unstable notes. Play the tonic, then another note in the scale. And notice the emotional effect. Does it feel like home? Does it feel like it's leaning towards something else? This is how you stop thinking the key and start feeling it. Step 3. Practice with real music. Backing tracks, playlists, your favorite songs, doesn't matter. Figure out the key, lock in, and experiment. You'll start to realize that the key isn't just a set of notes, it's a mood, a personality. Step 4. Step outside on purpose. Here's where it gets dangerous. Borrow a note that doesn't belong. Listen to the clash. Then resolve it back into a note in the key. Do this enough, and you start to control tension like a movie director controls suspense. And here's the secret nobody tells beginners. Once you're fluent, you stop consciously thinking about the key at all. It's like riding a bike. At first, you're terrified of falling, but eventually, you're just cruising, not even aware of the mechanics. The key becomes invisible. That's when you cross over from someone who plays in key to someone who makes music. You're no longer just following rules, you're bending them, breaking them, and rewriting them when the moment calls for it. So the next time someone tells you to stay in key, don't hear it as a restriction. Hear it as an invitation. Learn the shape of the cage so you can open the door whenever you want. Because the dark art of playing in key isn't about staying inside the lines. It's about knowing exactly when and how to step outside them.